Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show, we're getting right into. I'm going to talk about three things in this video. I'm going to talk about Warriors Cavs, number 2 Arizona beating number 20 Auburn 97-68, and then NFL news to end the video with injury updates. Let's talk about the Warriors. First game of they play tomorrow as well, back to back. They beat the Cavs on the road tonight, 99-94, with no Curry, Jimmy, Draymond, Seth Curry, DeAnthony Melton, Al Horford. But yeah, the Warriors still win on the road in Cleveland, 99-94. Pat Spencer, man, this 3-game stretch by Pat Spencer clears Pods' entire career right now. He had 19 points, 7 assists tonight. But yeah, 19 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds tonight. He was 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. Only had 1 turnover with those 7 assists. Before that, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. It's like we have our very own T.J. McConnell. Pods is one of the worst players in basketball, but I will give him credit. He made some big shots. He had a big 3 at the end of that third quarter, and he had a big shot in that fourth quarter when it was a 3-point game. So I'll give him some credit. I mean, he hit some big shots. But yeah, this 3-game stretch of Pat Spencer clears the entire career of Brandon Pajemski. Pat Spencer, learn the name. Pat Spencer. Learn the name. But there's some other good players. Gay Santos had 14 points tonight. I don't want to hear any more Gay Santos disrespect. But we've learned a lot in this Warriors road trip about Pajemski, Kuminga. Losing players, winning players are Pat Spencer and Gay Santos. Those are winning players. We have learned a lot about this road trip. Rotations need to change when the veterans return. They're getting a chunk of the rotation back tomorrow. Less Kuminga and Pods, more Spencer, Post, and Gay Santos. Melton, Seth Curry. We've learned a lot so far on this road trip. That the Warriors, we've learned a lot about what their rotation should be. And it's always a sweaty time whenever you allow the opposing star to get a shot off in an end-of-game situation, but a nice switch by Santos under Mitchell around the screen to make the shot very, very difficult still. But Warriors won this game because Quentin Post is one of the best defensive centers in the entire league. You think it's a bold statement? He is literally a top 5 player in the league in defensive rating. Steve Kerr must permanently start him at center, and I have been saying this for quite a few games now, honestly. So, and people laugh at Warriors fans when they say they should play Gay Santos more. 2 of the Warriors' young untouchables have gotten lapped by reserves over the last 2 games, almost as if they never should have been untouchable to begin with. It's okay, Pods. Pat Spencer's here. Pat Spencer is here, Pajemski. But what a win. Being real. Fantastic win. I mean, to beat the Cavs in Cleveland with no Steph, Draymond, or Jimmy. I know the Cavs been kind of pretty disappointing so far this year. But crazy, man. Gay Santos is a better playmaker than Kuminga, Pods, and Moody. Think about that for a second. He's just a smarter player than all 3 of them. He had 14 points tonight. 3 of 8 from the field, made 6 of 8 of his 8 free throws. 2 of 4 from 3, had 3 assists. Just a smarter player. He even battles hard, man. Like, he's just a better player than these 3 combined. And don't disrespect Gay Santos as a basketball player ever again. Talking about he's not an NBA player, he's a G leaguer, all this garbage. He is an impact player and must play real minutes for this team. He fits this team at power forward. Kuminga does not. Pat Spencer started the game, had 19 points and 7 assists. He just led a depleted Warriors team to a win against the Cavs on the road while missing Curry, Butler, Draymond, Horford, Melton, and Seth. Great job starting him over Pajemski tonight. Pat Spencer had 2 threes in a row. I'm like, go off. And he's like hitting that money sign. Pay me, said Mr. Spencer. The Warriors had Quentin Post and TJD on the floor at all times this game at center, and every time they've done that this season, they've had great results. Santos being included in the rotation at power forward was gigantic. All Kerr has to do is play his bigs, and this will be a different season. Did we see any 4-guard lineups? Nobody can protect this game? No. Did we see Draymond center playing tiny lineups? No. Did the Warriors have Post TJD playing at all times? Yes. Was Santos amazing? Yes. Should these 3 be in the rotation over smaller players? Yes. Because TJD played tonight. He was a plus 15, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 of 6, hit both of his free throws. Plus 15 in this game was Trace Jackson. And Kuminga's Joe was unwatchable. My God, do something, dude. He just missed a basic defense rebound as well to get the Cavs another possession. No hustle. That's why Guy Santos was awesome in this game. It's just a travesty. He's been kept out of the rotation to play 3-guard, 4-guard lineups when he has an asset like that on his bench. And Kuminga, for the love of God, at least do something to boost your trade value. Do something. Off to an 0-for-4 start, breaking everything. Pods was frustrating again as usual in terms of playmaking, but he hit big shots. He's hit big shots to close quarters. He hit a huge 300-minute left and hit a big shot with a minute left. But Santos was just fantastic, a gazillion times more impact in this game than J.K. In this one. Steve Kerr, though, 12 points in the first quarter. But their defense was really damn good, so they had a 45-36 lead at halftime. Another game where they scored about 40-something points at half. But still, played amazing. Kuminga, terrible, 4 points. Post, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. Hill, 13 points. Give him credit. He had 7 boards, 3 threes. Give him credit. Pat Spencer, 19, 7, and 4. Will Richard, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Guy Santos, 14 points. Pajemski, 10 points. Moody, 9 points. GP2 had a bit of a rough game. 6 points, 1 assist, 3 steals. But he had some 4 of those points in the fourth quarter. TJD, 8 points. Warriors shot 38 from the field, 37 from 3, 87 from the line, had 46 rebounds for the Cavs. Mitchell had 32, 12 of 27, 8 of 15 from 3. About the only source of offense felt like they had in this game. Jalen Tyson, 11 points. DeAndre Hunter, 6 points. Mobley, 18 points, 10 boards. Garland, 17 points. Wade, 3 points. Tomlin, 6 points. Travers and Thomas Bryant each with 2, and Craig Porter ran about 15 minutes of cardio. Cavs shot 35 from the field, 24 from 3, 83 from the line, and 61 rebounds. That rebounded the Warriors. But just nobody else really showed up outside of D-Mitch. So the Warriors improved to 12-12. Cavs dropped to 14-11. The Warriors play again tomorrow against the Bulls. So, yeah, it's really all I say for this game, man. Great win for the Warriors, 99-94. They play again tomorrow on the road at Chicago for back-to-back. Let's move on to Arizona and Auburn. Yeah, man, a very impressive win here for Arizona. They destroy Auburn 97-68. They cruise to a victory at home over Auburn. They'll be the new number 1 team in the AP poll on Monday as Purdue lost today. So, yeah, Auburn was pretty bad. They were only down 12 at halftime, but then they got destroyed 53-36 in the second half. Their only source of offense was to Hob Pettiford. Well, either them or Michigan will be number 1, but I'd say Arizona has more ranked wins, so I guess. But I think it's Michigan, Arizona, Duke, and everybody else is fighting for that Final Four spot as of now. But Arizona will be ranked first come tomorrow. Pettiford was really the only source of offense for this team. He had 30 points. Only one other player scored double figures. Pettiford had 30 points, 10 of 19 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3. So he played really damn good tonight, did Pettiford. It was just nobody else really for this team really showed up tonight for Auburn. For Auburn, they've had 2 out of their last 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. They've got, they beat NC State, right? But St. John's, they got destroyed. Arizona, they get destroyed. Pettiford showed out tonight. Like, Pettiford's been by far their best scorer this year. Arizona shot great tonight, 61% from the field. Auburn just had no responses defensively, or in the first or second half. Arizona was just making everything in this ball game. So Arizona 44 points in the first half, 53 in the second half. They improved to 8-0. Jaden Bradley had 16 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 4 assists. Braden Burries, 16 points, 7 of 11 from the field with 5 boards. Koa Pete, 18 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 8 of 11 from the field. Modi Krivos, 8 points, 9 rebounds, 4 of 6 from the field. Ivan Karchenkov, 12 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Dwayne Aristode, 8 points, 2 of 4 from the field. Sadiq Guay, 2 points. Toby Waka Waka, ay, waka waka. with 6 points, 7 rebounds, 6'7", 6'7". Anthony DeOrso, 11 points, 5-8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. So they shot 61 from the field, 40 from 3, 75 from the line with 40 boards. Auburn, we talked about Pedford with 30, Overton, 8 points, 1 of 8. Elijah Freeman, 3 points, 1 of 7. Keyshawn Murphy, 8 points, 4 of 8. Keyshawn Hall, 13 points, 3 of 11, 6 of 6 from the line. Filip Jovic, 1 point, 5 rebounds. Sebastian Williams-Adams, 3 points, 1 of 6. And Caden Magwood, 2 points, 1 of 4. They shot 33 from the field, 24 from 3, 80 from the lines where most of their points came from, besides Pedford, and had 34 rebounds. And they also had 15 turnovers, which didn't help them. But yeah, Auburn drops to 7-3, Arizona 8-0. That's really all I have to say for this game here. Arizona just complete ass whooping. They're a damn good team, man. So let's move on to the NFL. So let's get to the NFL news. Sunday's weather for Jacksonville can impact the Colts Jaguars game. There's periods of rain, some heavy, and a thunderstorm. So there could be some weather impacting this game. So let's get to the injuries now. Colts downgraded Tyquan Lewis to out versus Jaguars due to his ankle injury. The Jets are signing DB Jordan Clark to their 53-man roster. Chargers rookie running back Omarion Hampton is expected to play Monday night against the Philadelphia Eagles. A source told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, so Omarion Hampton's finally going to be back. Chargers are officially listing quarterback Justin Herbert, who underwent surgery on his broken bone in his left hand this week, as questionable for Monday night's game against the Eagles. So with the Eagles injury updates, they've ruled out Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter for Monday night's game at the Chargers. They've listed them as did not practices, so they will be out for Monday night, which could be a problem. Commanders activated Noah Brown and released Chris Moore. Cardinals placed Greg Dortch in IR and elevated Trent Sherfield Sr. and Jalen Brooks. Ahead of Sunday's game versus the Bears, the Packers activated receiver Jaden Reed off injured reserve, and they claimed Quentin Bohannon off waivers, and they released Malik Heath. The Broncos promoted Mercedes Lewis to the active roster. Seattle activated safety Julian Love and defensive tackle Jerron Reed from injured reserve, clearing the way for both to play on Sunday at Atlanta. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not going to fire coach Mike Tomlin, but they do have a significant decision to make early next year based on the option year in his contract. Sources tell ESPN. Browns rookie Mason Graham is questionable with questionable ribs, is expected to play Sunday versus Tennessee per source. So these violent gestures result in a $14,000 fine for Mayfield and a $6,000 fine for Bucky Irving. Is the violent gesture in the room with us? Sean McVay will fly to Phoenix separately from the team after coming down with an illness. He's planning to coach through it. Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni has been more involved in the offensive preparations this week. Oh no, that's terrible. Deshaun Watson is unlikely to play this season, even though quarterback Deshaun Watson is unlikely to play this season. The Browns are planning to have him on the roster next year, so there's that. Jermaine Burton is already ruled out for Buffalo. Xavier Weaver, Cardinals receiver, listed as questionable for Sunday due to a hamstring. He's not expected to play. Max Crosby listed as questionable due to a knee injury. Is expected to play versus the Broncos. Jaden Reed listed as questionable for Sunday due to a foot and shoulder injury. He's expected to play versus the Bears. Chris Olave is expected to play. And Dalton Kincaid, who was listed as questionable for Sunday due to knee and hamstring injuries, plans to try and play versus the Bengals. So that's all the news there from Shefty. So from Rappaport, Christian Darrisaw, who has a knee injury, is listed as questionable, is expected to play on Sunday. Source said Kamari Lassiter, dealing with a foot injury, listed as questionable, is planning to play on Sunday. Parker Washington won't play. He'll be inactive with a hip injury. The NFL fined Giants tight end Theo Johnson $6,000 for unnecessary roughness going after Patriots linebacker after hitting Jackson Dart. But yeah, that's really it for the news, man. So it's been a busy day. So leave a like, subscribe for more. Until next time, Alkalite. Peace. It'll be another busy day tomorrow too. So after that, I think we'll be calmed down a little bit. So yeah, that's all to say. Peace.